Hi everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to create or update Mailercloud subscriber on Cognito form submission. So let's suppose I'm running an online business and collecting all my leads with the help of Cognito forms. Now whenever there is a new form submission, I want to create this as a subscriber in my Mailercloud account. Now as I completely want to automate this process, I am going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Cognito Forms and Mailercloud. Pabbly Connect runs on two principles, which is trigger and action. Here as my trigger application, I am going to take Cognito Forms from where I will receive new form submission, and then in my action application, I am going to take Mailercloud where this subscriber will be created and updated automatically. If you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to create Mailercloud subscribers on Cognito Forms submission. For this, we are going to create automation between Mailercloud and Cognito Forms with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign in to a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in, and here a dashboard has appeared showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. If you want to create a new folder, you simply have to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button, and first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to create or update Mailercloud subscriber on Cognito form submission, and now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and I want to select this forms automation and then click on create. Now as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger in a workflow, but as many as action applications as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to create or update Mailercloud subscriber on Cognito form submission, which means whenever there will be a new Cognito form submission, a subscriber will be created in my Mailercloud, which means whenever there will be a form submission in my Cognito forms, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So whenever there is a Cognito form submission and then action says do this, then create or update Mailercloud subscriber. So here in my trigger application, I am going to take Cognito forms, and then in my trigger event, I have to take this new entry. Now I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and Cognito Forms, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Cognito Forms with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk, I am going to make this connection, and to make this connection, let me open my Cognito Forms account. So this is my Cognito Forms account, and this is the form that I'll be using, registration form. For that, let's open this form. And here under this build, I can see all these options on the left hand side where I have to click on this post JSON data to a website, and I am going to remove this existing webhook URL from over here, and then I'll go back to Pabbly Connect, copy this webhook URL and paste that webhook URL over here, and then I simply have to click on this save on the top right corner. Here the changes have been saved successfully, and now let's go back to Pabbly Connect. If I scroll down, I can see this waiting for the webhook response, and under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Now this means so as to get the webhook response over here, I need to do a test submission, for which I need to submit my form in Cognito Forms, and if Pabbly Connect capture that form response here in this workflow, this means the connection setup is working fine. So let's quickly open my Cognito Forms. So here, after opening this form, I have to go to this publish where I am provided the link to this form. So I'll open this, and then I am going to fill some dummy details in all these fields. So let's say my first name is, so here I have entered my first name as new, my last name as user, email address as new 3453@pabblytudes.com, phone number as this, and the city as Bhopal. Now I am going to click on the submit. Here I have successfully done the form submission, and Pabbly Connect should capture this response. So let's open my Pabbly Connect, and over here I can see that I have instantly received the response. The phone number that we entered was this one. The name was new user. The email address was new3453@pabblytudes.com, and the city was Bhopal. So here, as soon as I have done the form submission, I have received the response here in this workflow. This means the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Cognito Forms and Pabbly Connect, that is successful. And now whenever someone will make the form submission in Cognito Forms, I will start receiving the response here in this workflow. Now moving on to the next step, whenever there is a Cognito form submission, I want to create or update my Mailercloud subscriber. So here in my action application, I am going to take Mailercloud. And then in my action event, I have to take this create or update a subscriber. Now I have to click on this connect. So if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, I have to enter the API key. So following this help desk, I am going to enter this API key, and I am going to click on this hyperlink given in this help desk. Now under this API keys, I can see create API key. I have to click on this, and then I have to name this. So let's say the name of the key is new key 4, and then I have to simply click on this generate key. Here a new API key has been generated, which I need to copy and paste that over here, and then I have to click on the save. So Mailercloud is connected with Pabbly Connect, and I have to enter all these details. So the first one is that I have to select the list in which I want to create this subscriber. So if I go to my Mailercloud account, on the left hand side I can see all these options. Here I have to click on this audience and then go to this lists. Here all the lists have been created, and I want to create this subscriber under this website leads. So I'll go back to Pabbly Connect, and from this drop down select my list as website leads, and then I have to enter the email address. So I'm not going to enter this manually. Instead I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter data from my previous response. So here, as I have received my response from Cognito Forms, and when I click on this email I can see this Cognito Forms, and when I click on this I can see all the response that I have received from there. Now here we have received the response for the email address as new 3453@pabblytudes.com, and then I have to enter the tags. So here I have already created a tag by the name Cognito Forms, and then I have to enter the first name. So the first name that we have received in the response was new, and then I have to enter the middle name. So I have not received the response for the middle name. I am going to skip this. Then I will enter the last name. So the last name was user. Here we have received the response, and then I have to enter the phone number. So the phone number that we entered was this one. Now I have also received the response for the city. So the city was Bhopal. I'll enter that. Now the rest of the fields, country, state, zip, industry, organization, department, job title, salary, lead source, business address, I am going to leave all these fields blank because these are not required fields, and I am going to skip this because I have not received the response. If you have received the response and you want to enter all these fields, you can enter following the process mapping. Now over here mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static, and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now after entering all these details, I simply have to scroll down and then click on the save and send test request. And here I can see that I have received the response, and this response is a positive one. Now I need to open my Mailercloud account and check whether this contact has been created there or not. So here in my contact list, I have created this subscriber in this website leads. So I am going to open this, and then I have to click on this contacts, and here I can see that I have instantly and automatically created this new 3453@pabblytuge.com. It has also recorded the date and the timing of the creation of this contact. Then the city was Bhopal, the mobile number was this, the name was new user. Now, so as to check whether this automation workflow is working fine or not, I'm going to make one more form submission in my Cognito forms with some other details, and if the contact is created in my Mailercloud account, this means the automation workflow that we have created is working perfectly fine. So here I am going to enter the details. Let's say my name is. So here I have entered my first name as latest, last name as user, email address as latest678@pabblytuge.com, my phone number is this, and the city is Bhopal. Now I am going to click on this submit. And as soon as I've done the form submission, a contact should be created in my Mailercloud account. So let's quickly open my Mailercloud account and let's refresh this page once. Go to contacts, and here I can see that I have created this latest678 as my contact. The name was latest user, phone number that we entered was this one, and the city was Bhopal. Now to summarize, we took Cognito Forms as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. We made a form submission and received the response here in this workflow. After that, we wanted to create a subscriber in my Mailercloud account. So we made connection with Pabbly Connect and entered the list and entered all the other details with the help of a method called mapping. Simply clicked on the save and send test request and received the response as these contacts being created in my Mailercloud account. So this is how this workflow will run, and we have successfully created automation between Cognito Forms and Mailercloud with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.